And welcome into the start of a new storyline here on the channel as we are jumping into superstar mode to follow the career of Bronson Moreau. He was a two-sport athlete in high school, playing both baseball and football, though baseball was primarily his biggest sport. He would go on to play at McNeese State, playing still both baseball and football, but eventually after 1 year, he would be drafted to the MLB, and he would play on the AA team for a couple of seasons, but he never quite got his shot at the big leagues. So with that, he looked to take his talent to the football field. And immediately, he started to turn eyes at the NFL Combine, putting up fantastic numbers athletically and with his arm, a 4.49 40-yard dash, and in the 20-yard shuttle, a 4.28, catching the eye of some of our reporters around the league. Now on top of that, he also put up a surprising performance on the bench, putting in 21 reps. Not a lot of people thought that a pitcher from AA would be able to do so, but Bronson would. That wasn't where his arm talent ended. While he started to throw the football, he started to hit every single throw exactly in the windows he needed, proving that not only was he a solid prospect on the MLB, but also a solid prospect for NFL, as he was able to hit every single throw: short, medium, deep, inside, outside, sideline throw. And he really raised his draft stock with this performance. But not everything went well for him in the Combine. He showed that, well, baseball pitchers, they don't need to know how to broad jump, and he very much did not, only putting up 7 foot 1 inches. But when it came to the actual draft day, he got to talk to a former two-sport athlete, one of the best the NFL has seen, and he received a little bit of some advice.
It's really nice to meet you. After seeing what you did at the Combine, I knew I had to reach out. Fortunately, we got a mutual friend.
So tell me, right out the gate, any advice for me? I mean, nobody better than Coach Prime to help me take it to the next level.
Well, you got to relax first and foremost. Enjoy the night, but as soon as it's over, we back to work.
And as a two-sport athlete and successful college coach, I think he speaks from experience.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm going to be here to celebrate you, but I'm also going to challenge you.
But eventually, it came time for that phone to ring. And as Bronson picked it up, answered the phone, the voice sounded a bit familiar, as he would be headed to the Seattle Seahawks, one of the teams that he had several draft interviews with, spent some time with them post-draft. He's headed to a team with an established young core. Defensively, really solid, and on offense, you've got some veteran players that can very much help build his rookie year. All that it came down to was signing that rookie contract. First round pick 20. It would be worth $15 million. And for Bronson, his career starts in preseason. Simple play to get going as he would hand it off to Kenneth Walker, who will pick up 5 yards. Of course, with this being preseason, only going to play through the first quarter, we will get through the entirety of the preseason today. Looking for his first pass. Needs to find someone open. Find a little lane, which he will thread it. Big gain down the field as he finds Noah Fant. And while it technically doesn't count as his first career pass, because it's preseason, still goes for a near gain of 30 yards. Changing up the look here, though, we will go with a throw, and it's too far out in front for Parkinson. Of course, got to work on some of those accuracies, all starting around that 75. We'll go back to Kenneth Walker the next play as he finds a gap. We'll pick up a gain of 7. That'll leave us needing 3 on third. As they stack the line, we got 2 spread to the right-hand side, a lot of underneath routes, a couple extending down the field. As we got Fant sitting wide open, he'll pick up the first down. First drive here, not looking for anything crazy. As we go 2 to the right, 1 to the left, are going to wheel out Walker as well. No extra protection as they do bring the blitz. Step up in the pocket, deliver the pass, and that's going to be a touchdown for Smith-Njigba under pressure. Bronson Moreau shows no signs of struggle. We take the lead. And even better news, defense gets a stop, a chance to build our lead further as we still have 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Got a bunch to the right-hand side as a big hit comes in, Daniil Hunter. So far, Moreau still looks pretty stable in the pocket. 2nd and 10 will go to Kenneth Walker. Tight and not going very far. It's a gain of 1. So on 3rd down, we'll need 9. At the 21, we go 2 to the left, 1 to the right, and we are going to wheel out Kenneth Walker again here. He's got great open field ability. Let's get him into that open space or deliver an inaccurate pass. That is not good as we are 3 and out. And with that, the Vikings would tie this one up. So 7-7, we got 1:14 left in this one as we go spread empty. Deliver a pass across the middle. It is knocked away. 3 of 7 to start, though. Not all of those entirely his fault. He has missed a couple throws. Go 2 to the right-hand side, Lockett lone to the left-hand side. They bring the blitz. Try to thread the window, then we find Smith-Njigba. Big gain up to around midfield as we'll get back to the ball quickly here. Again, only playing to the end of the quarter, so we have actually less than 50 seconds left in this one. As pass rush will arrive again. Timeout call. Obviously treating this a little bit more like a 2-minute offense. As we go 2 to the left-hand side, Metcalf lone to the right. Once again, we're going to have Walker going out. We find Metcalf across the middle. That's going to be a big gain. Get us into plus territory with about less than 30 seconds after the runoff. 20 seconds left. Moreau back to the line. He gets the snap. Just needs to get someone open downfield one-on-one. Smith-Njigba couldn't bring it in. Put it up for his guy, though. Made it a 50-50 ball. Now 2nd and 10, 14 seconds left. It's the double A gap from the defense. They will back out, though. Daniil clear are off the edge. We'll call our second timeout. We got 10 seconds, 3rd and 12. At the worst, we're sitting about field goal range, though can't take a sack. We got Smith-Njigba, Lockett going downfield, Metcalf coming across the middle. Though, we have to evade the rush, get it out there for our guy, and it's overthrown. We avoid the sack, we keep it in field goal range, but that should have been a touchdown. Now, ultimately, we would still pick up the preseason dub, 27-17 at home against the Vikings, but definitely some accuracies to work on. A lot of plays were close, but the ball not as much as we were hoping. Or actually, it has us going straight through the preseason, following that one to week 1. So here's what our quarterback looks like. Bronson Moreau heading into his first NFL game. We've got to work on the throw power. Accuracies have all received at least 1 boost, so they're close to the 80s. But that's where we saw some inaccuracies. We also have some speed, 85. We need to remember that and utilize that maybe today, as his first game is against Aaron Donald. This would end up being a bit of a revenge game as Geno Smith now the quarterback of the Rams. So let's get things started at a solid base. Kenneth Walker, he picks up a big gain around 15, 17 yards. Well, obviously we want Moreau to have a great season. We've also got to make sure we feed a fantastic young running back. Looking for our first career real pass here. As we just need a simple play, we'll dump this one off. We find Noah Fant, who's going to turn it up, pick up about another gain of 15. You've got all the weapons around us that we are going to need. It's a really good landing spot for Bronson, so let's make sure we take advantage of it. We pick up 5 there with Walker, leaving us with 5 more needed here. 2nd down, we got a single high safety off coverage across the board. As we will look to run here. We gonna get a stiff arm though. It's a fumble. Luckily, Lockett comes from behind to scoop it up. It was Aaron Donald who forced it free. Almost a very costly play here in our first drive. Luckily, our team coming through for us, so let's come through for our team. Hand it off to Walker. We'll pick up a couple. It gets us down to the 7 as we look for 7 with a bunch to the left-hand side, 1 to the right. Got a couple different options here. As it opens up across the middle, diving, it's a touchdown rush for Bronson Moreau, the first official of his career. He gets the job done with the legs. With Geno would match. 7-7 as we come out for our next drive. Fant in motion as we're going to get a run right down the middle. A little trap play. Walker finds a little bit of some space before he gets picked up. Gain of 7. So with that 2nd and 3, we'll come out with a spread look. They'll keep all the plays short. Just looking for that first down. The simple play as it's picked up instead. He threw it straight to the linebacker. Jones crashed on the route. Timing was off. So in his first 2 possessions, he has his first career touchdown and interception. Let's bounce back as somehow the defense got a stop. No points given up off of it. As Moreau steps up, he fumbles again. This time recovered by the Rams. It looked close to see if he was down. We'll see if a review comes in. By that time, Michael Hoach forces the fumble, and yeah, that one, it looks close. We'll get one more look here. Yeah, I think he was down. However, there was no review. And with that, the Rams take the lead this time. So let's try to settle down. Well, if we can't get the run going either, we're going to have a very hard time trying to settle down Moreau here. 2nd and 12. Right now, Aaron Donald has been the problem, as well as just some timing as it's another fumble. Can we go a single play without fumbling? I don't know what is happening here. Apparently we need to try to upgrade our carrying, as we're now down 2 scores, and again, we have yet to pass the line of scrimmage in our last handful of plays. It's just been Aaron Donald wrecking this one. Our teammate grade down to an F, and I get it. We've had, 88 turnovers already in this one. Here comes Donald again. We need some blocking. We've got to hold on to the ball. Just a one-man wrecking crew. 3rd and 12. We go 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Also have Fant to that right-hand side. Aaron Donald forces the roll, and it's another sack. We haven't been able to move the ball at all. Every rookie has to go through their welcome to the NFL moment. Well, so far it's just been the whole first half for us. We hand the ball off. Walker just gets back to the line. That's an improvement. Obviously, these throws got to come out quick, so a lot more short routes, less down the field action. That might help us start to get the ball moving a little bit if we could throw an accurate pass. Honestly, at this point, wouldn't be surprised if we see Locke come on in here. Not a good start for Moreau. Bunch to the right-hand side, 3rd and 10. As we roll, we got our receiver open. We dump it off for Lockett. It's a gain of 4, but it's 4th and 6. Luckily for us, our defense continues to play pretty well for us. We've got 1:21 seconds before half. Can we get a drive going here? They bring the heavy blitz, so we'll swing it out for Walker. Get him in open space. It's a gain of 8. Let's get back to the line here quickly. We do have 2 timeouts, so we need to be a little bit cautious of those. As we look to air out the ball, we got Lockett to the outside. Deliver a timely pass. Big gain up to the 45. However, he does not get out of bounds. So we'll get back to it quickly. They are changing around the defense a little bit. Got to keep awareness downfield as there is Metcalf. Deliver the ball to him. First down. Get us up to the 37. Once again, back to the line. Haven't called that timeout yet. Probably will need to after this play, as we got about 15 some odd seconds. Get it out for Walker towards the sideline. He can't get the grab. All in all, seems to be for the most part a good bounce back to this drive, though would like to finish with some points. Just need to watch out with what the defense is doing, as it's another fumble, and 60 can't pick it up. one, we have to stop fumbling. I don't know, maybe that slider needs to be tweaked because that's just happening way too often. So as we get through halftime, hopefully some adjustments were made for this offensive line, and hopefully Moreau will have time to throw. Still down 2 scores, we got plenty of time to make things happen. As we deliver a pass underneath to Lockett, he'll pick up 8. Moreau is 6 of 9. He also has about 6 turnovers, some of which his fault, others can't really say so. 2nd and 2. Just need to pick up the first down, dump off throw underneath, we get it to Fant. And now just need to find the simple plays to rebuild the confidence here, not only of Moreau, but of his teammates in him. Walker down the middle with some space. That's going to be a first down rush, high midfield. Feeling a little bit of a hurry up there after as we shake up the formation. Send the receivers to the left-hand side. Everyone's going to flood the right side of the field as we get a late release from Walker as well. They look to bring a little bit of the pressure, get this one over the top for Disley. Well placed, big, and he's still going. Touchdown to Will Disley. We get 1 on the ground, we get 1 through the air, and hopefully with that, we've built a comeback. And with our defense getting the stop, we have a chance to tie the game, but it starts up back at the 2. We go Walker. He gets some space to the outside. We'll pick up 4, creating a little bit of some space. However, with the kind of pass rush we've seen today, would like a good bit more. So 2nd and 6, we go back down the middle to Walker. A little shake and bake, picking up the first down up to the 13. And now, with us having about 10 yards behind us, we can look for our first pass. A little bit of some play action. As we roll, we dump this one to the side, finding Metcalf, gain of 5. A pretty good consistent start to this drive. Let's keep it up. 2nd and 5. Hand it off down the middle, though. Of course, it is Aaron Donald. Really need to find a solution facing off against him. X Factor is unlocked again for him. As we need to pick up the first down here, we go underneath. We find Smith and Jigba, though 4th and inches. Let us go for it here. We could get the first. But Pete Carroll says no. Ends up working out, though. The defense gets a 3-and-out offense with another opportunity to tie this game. If Donald could stop just wrecking our game plan. Need to make sure we have the balance of pass and run, as neither one are helping set up the other. And it's just open down the middle. Bronson, he's going to slide, picking up that first down. Not trying to take any hit, that's for sure. He's got a lot to prove after the slow or horrific start, really, of that first half. Clean it up as we go. Dump it off across the middle, though. The pressure forces a bad pass. But honestly, his accuracy hasn't been that bad today. He's 10 of 14. Not too bad for a rookie. The problem has been the fact that he has a bunch of turnovers. As he gets this one out, it's a jump ball, but Lockett couldn't bring it in. Under pressure like that, you got to help out your quarterback. Instead, we got a 3rd and 10. They don't bring anyone extra, but we got a guy coming across, and it's a big hit. Moreau left DK out to dry there. But I'll tell you, the lockdown defense massively bailing us out. Another 3-and-out, another chance to try to tie this game if we could get something going. How about a gain of 10 on the stretch, goes Kenneth Walker. He's at 13 carries, 64 yards, not too bad. He's had a couple big ones. 1st and 10, we go a little bit of play action off of it. Get this one to the outside, we got DK. He's on the move, and he picks up another first down as we're down to the 24. And that'll send us to the 4th quarter, where this game could be way out of hand if it wasn't for our defense. So massive props to them, but a chance for us to try to tie here. Walker down the middle. Good gain. He picks up about 9.5. And with us only needing that inch on 2nd down, we could look to air out the ball a little bit. Go for a play towards the end zone. Lockett gets the step. It's toward the pylon, and it's a touchdown again for Bronson Moreau. This time he finds Lockett, and we finally level this game. But of course, that would be when the defense then gives up a touchdown drive. Back down 28-21. Still looking to tie the game up here. Now we got about 5.5 minutes, and we start with a loss of 1. The run game has been pretty inconsistent, just as the offensive line has been pretty inconsistent. 2 spread to the left, 1 to the right-hand side. Looking for a timing route or just step up, pick up the first down, get down. Safely goes Bronson. Just under 40 yards rushing. Did start the day with that rushing touchdown. He's thrown 2 more after. Empty set. Just trying to squeak it over the linebacker, but he won't. Swatted down. That'll bring up a 2nd and 10 then. Needing to pick up some yards here. We'll go on the ground, stretch, find some lanes, cut back towards the middle. It's a gain of 7. Now that'll leave us still needing 3 on 3rd. As we go 1 spread either side, fullback checks in. Just need to find the window, and it's just too far out in front. I personally would like to go for it here. Does Pete Carroll agree? He does not. Defense, we need a stop, and we will get it. 2:06, we've got to find the leveler. And of course, with that, we need blocking to have time to throw the ball. So offensive line, this got to be your best drive. Single high safety, we got 2 guys going downfield. Having to step up again, Bronson slides down, he picks up 9, and that will be the 2-minute warning. Already had quick pressure on the first play. 2nd and 1. Need to pick up the first down as it's a close one. Try to find Disley, it's swatted down. And honestly, I don't trust running the ball here. So 3rd and 1. Metcalf would be the simple completion. That's where we go, and we've just find him. Looked like that was going to be a little bit too far leading him. But we get the play, but we need a whole lot more. As we're under 1:40. Need a touchdown to send us possibly into overtime here. As it's thrown late, and it is picked off. He should have just dumped it to the right-hand side instead of forcing it across his body. And that would ultimately be the decision maker in this one. Turnovers, massive, massive problem for Bronson Moreau in this one. Though outside of those, he played a pretty good game, but you can't outlook the negative. And as our week 2 opponent are the Lions, well, pass rush isn't going to get any easier. We still are going to have to deal with a good bit there. It's what we're going to have to learn. Being a baseball player, now going back to the NFL. As a pitcher, you're not blitzed. As a quarterback, you are. So Moreau's going to have to make that adjustment if he's to have much more success in the NFL than he did in the MLB. So make sure you stick around, hit that bell icon in the bottom right, or scroll down, hit the sub button, and definitely tap that bell icon, as this series is taking over essentially what was the schedule for the Panthers franchise. So every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we'll be back here to see more of the story of Bronson Moreau. The quarterback who was drafted to go to the MLB, didn't quite pan out, was a 1st-round draft pick to the Seattle Seahawks. Can he build a better career here, and can he bring home another Super Bowl to Seattle? We'll find out as we move along.